Hello, good afternoon Tribuners. Welcome back with me Kusnul Asyaifah in Indonesian News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news is grocery store fire in the Bandar Lampung. The Kedaton Sector Police immediately went to the location of the burning grocery store on the Indra Bangsawan Street, Rajabasa, Bandar Lampung on the Sunday, July 3, 2022 at night. Police officer from the Kedaton Police of the Bandar Lampung City Police put up a police line at the grocery store belonging to the Harun Tahrir, which was on fire. That was after the Bandar Lampung Regional Disaster Management Agency officer managed to exercise the fire that the Harun's grocery store on the fire. The officer started on the police line in the from 9-step fort stall in a grocery store owned by the Harun, a resident of the Indra Bangsawan Street on the Rajabasa, Bandar Lampung. Head of the Rajabasa Bandar Lampung Sub-District Hantri Santriajaya said that after all the fire was exciting, the police installed the police line. The important assessment that the worry was a tiny fire was caused by the electric short circuit from a coil of the wire and the one is used to move every day. It is not the warung or the grocery store in the Indra Bangsawan Street, Rajabasa, Bandar Lampung, caught on the fire Sunday and June 3, 2022 at around 9 p.m. The shop owned by the Harun Sawyer in the peace net to polyproof falling situation on the Indra Bangsawan, Rajabasa, Bandar Lampung. Due to the incident, a team for the Bandar Lampung Regional Disaster Management Agency has gone to the location to try assessing the fire. Meanwhile, Harun Tahrir, 57 years old, the owner of the grocery store of the Indra Bangsawan Street, Rajabasa, was considered due to the fire. The resident of the crying human for the Horizon Tourist Grocery Store, are now location resident with the media crew, Sunday and the 3 July 2022 at night at the scan, said that the fire development Harun sent the 49 corner of the building. However, when the court the source owner fire in the house because the Harun's conditional, the resident finally the look in the shadow quarry and the movement owner to neighbor house to the beside. Ahmad Johan, and the eyewitness, it is location where the shop caught the tire in the fire. It said that the spread around 9 p.m. at a very fast pace. Ahmad said he was shocked and he was saw the fire coming from the victim shop at the time. It was waiting from the consumer at the Bakso Abah store, which was not far from the scan. The next news is flood loss in the Bengkulu estimate to the reach 2.5 billion. Losses due to flood that occurred in the Bengkulu Province some time ago were estimated at the 2.5 billion. Head of the Emergency Response Division of the Bengkulu Province Regional Disaster Management Agency, Christian Hermansyah, he said that the Bengkulu flood occurred that 4 areas, also cruising for the 1,590 for a family car to be affected. In fact, the loss due to the Bengkulu flood is not small, which is estimated to be the billion of the rupiah. The flood at the Bengkulu caused from the flood Paris area, namely Saluma, Central Bengkulu, South Bengkulu, and Bengkulu City. Flood Impact Response Regional Disaster Management Agency, an interim report from the Bengkulu Province Regional Disaster Management Agency, recording the impact from the Bengkulu flood. Flooding in the Bengkulu crossed the Bandar in Bengkulu from the 2 ago, 25 toward the 30 June 2022. The heavy rain intriguing in the water level rose to reside in the ridge 30 cm from the 2 meters, and in several locations there is one fallen trees. To anticipate potential heavy rain, the looks also the briefly among the Bengkulu City Regional Disaster Management Agency, together with the relief regional apparatus organizing, helped the evacuated residents affected by the flood. His party also up tents for the logistic assistance post for the kitchen and the hundreds of logistic assistants from the Kilo Films and the Bengkulu Regency. Meanwhile, the Bengkulu Meteorology, Climatology and Geophysical Agency also issued early warning regarding weather in the 2 days. For tomorrow and after tomorrow, there is potential for the more to heavy rain more to Bukota Soluma Kaur North Bengkulu, Lebang Rejang Lebang Kupihan, Central Bengkulu, Sud Bengkulu and Bengkulu City. The warning contained the Fatmawati Meteorology, Climatology and Geophysical Agency early warning as of the 3 heading of 5 July in 2022. The next news is Primajasa bus collection with a chicken transport truck. The Primajasa bus had a fatal accident with a truck loaded with the chicken pieces on the track Capitolator route Sunday afternoon, June 3, 2022 at around 5 p.m. As a result of this incident, the Primajasa bus body was crashed and landed at the side of the toll route. Those passengers were injured meanwhile the truck was torn apart after it bounced violently. Load of live chickens cradled on the body of the toll route. In the accident, 2 people died. The victim was a Thai Primajasa bus driver Arma, 57 years old, a resident of Mandasali, Kedungreja district, Padang Regency. Chicken truck versus Primajasa bus. The conditional of truck Chicago was alive after colliding violently with the Primajasa bus on the Cipali toll road on the Sunday afternoon, June 3, 2022 at around 5 p.m. He explained that the incident occurred when Primajasa bus was traveling from the Bagasi to Kuningan at kilometer 93 for Hampton in the lane to sadly the chicken truck whose driver badly was known upright from the upset direction. The next news is 46 Indonesian citizens filed to the from Hajj via Furoda Hajj route. As many as 46 Indonesian citizens filed to promote pilgrimage via to Haji Furoda route. The 4 Indonesian citizens were using an unofficial visa. They were universally deported from Saudi Arabia. Haji Furoda is a special treatment use of medicine either different from the regular pilgrimages. In the type of Furoda pilgrimage include non-quota pilgrimages. To be able from the pilgrimage via the Furoda pilgrim routine, prospective pilgrim must demand the quota on the money. The things of the happened to 46 Indonesian citizens was evidently freakers to Indonesia for the using ununiformly of the visa. According to the information compiled by the Tribune, at around 46 Indonesian citizens have to spend between 200 million and 300 million in order to be able to go to the pilgrimage without catering for the year. However, the plan in the pilgrimage was invitation for the King Saudi Arabia, King Salman, has finally despite the news about 46 speculative pilgrims from Indonesia, which is in fact discovered when viewers report pilgrims being detained at the King Abdul Aziz International Airport Jeddah on the Thursday after boarding a Garuda Indonesia flag. It is known that the PT Al-Fatihah Indonesia Travel uses address location at the Paronama Street 1 number 37, Kayuambon Village, Lembang District, West Bandung Regency. However, after being traced, address is not address PT Al-Fatihah Indonesia Travel but address of Indo Cahaya Paronama Inn. The Cahaya Paronama Inn ensure with this address used by the PT Al-Fatihah Indonesia Travel on the Paronama Street 1 number 73, Kayuambon Village, Lembang District, West Bandung Regency, is the best address in the Cahaya Paronama Inn. The receptionist at the Cahaya Paronama Inn said that the address used by the PT Khalifa Indonesia Travel did not match the reality. The next news is hiker from the North Jakarta report missing. A mountain climber named Melati Gunawan, a resident of North Jakarta, has reportedly contacted in the Mount Arjun area, Wonocolo Village, Lawang District, Malang Regency since Sunday, 3 July 2022. The news was confirmed by the head of the Emergency and Logistics Division of Regional Disaster Management Agency of Malang Regency, Sadono Irawan Sadono. Sadono said that the victim was a participant in 2022 Mantra Summit event. Initially, information started in the participants should not have arrived and report from the Gambang post after coming from the top of Mount Arjuno. But until 7 p.m., the participant had not reported to be climbing spots. Sadono said the search was carried by the Basarnas. We are not influenced to the upward three searches was carried by the Basarnas. The search and rescue of command pass. It is more to a condo climb for the Buselawan. The next news is the look of the perpetrators who was shot previous in the DELISERDANG. DELISERDANG police finally successes in the economic crisis of the shooting or the attempt murder of the well-7 supposed Pastor Fernando Tambunan, a resident who lived in the featuring housing complex shelter in the village, Jalan District, DELISERDANG Regency. The risk is less than 4 days. The police lodged Sulawesi and the perpetrators in the front in the media crowd on the Saturday. The perpetrator, with the initial ZS, who was a resident in the Caharupi village, Galangan District, evacuated from the Kelunjuk type air fire. The regular to the mark used the perpetrators who should fight them with another time. The staff of the police district Dang City Resort, Police Commissioner Ihsan Suharji said that the perpetrators failing and the victim, successfully covering a village between Pires and Falangan for the night duty and the clearing a existing complex where he lived. The perpetrator who lived that the victim was the perpetrator, not the rules principle for the maintaining the housing. So that the perpetrators remember the victim revisional and the word hit very and very emotional to have this one to teach the victim a lesson. The perpetration intention to shoot victim provocator was the perpetration, not the agreement with the wife at the home. And the last news is, 3 sub-districts in the Banjarbaru area submerged by the flood. Heavy area this been even early morning district signs in the morning in the Banjarbaru tried the flooring in the number of the location. In the city of the Idaman, but it was observed by the worsening a tree a really short local family alley. So the Banjarbaru and the Borhar Samsudin Nur passes Ulin Banjarbaru. Overall flooding occurred in the sub-district Samli, North Banjarbaru, Basis, Ulin, and Cempaka. One of the residents, who was evacuated to the high court, saw Mia at the flood at around 6 in the morning sub-district. It is 9:01 in the middle. The flood at the time there is neighbor, the very slowly resident that this before. Similar to the gang keluarga, in the Tonhar Street also experienced several flooding up to the central level of Aldas. One the resident in the richest Bani said that the flood occurred at around 9 am. Unlike usual, the flood is usually deeper and slowly to resident than usual. Well, I think those all the news for today with me, Crystal Ashaifa. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.